What's up, YouTube? Caller221 here. Welcome back to another part of the French Superpowers campaign for Empire Total War. We are going against an unconventional force of archers, of Quizabalishi musketeers, armed populace, and some cannons, and even some horsemen that have archers against a great general. So let's go to the battle map here. This is the last. This is Mysore? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. This is the last small, minor faction in the game because I've taken out everybody else pretty much. You know, some of the other powers took out some of the minor powers, but yeah, I remember trying to do this on hard, and it wasn't like I was like under attack, and I lost like a lot of my territory in Europe, and it was just like really impossible. The battle difficulty is on hard, that's fine, but some of the campaign difficulty on Empire on hard is ridiculous. Can't imagine doing an Ottoman Empire on hard. Anyway, this is Robert E. Lee, a great Virginian commander in the Civil War. I wonder why they always line us up in column formation. Someone was asking me how I do trenches and stuff. You just get that by sieging for over a turn in Empire Total War. Hopefully they're watching this video. Here's my prediction. We'll be over here. I'm not going to build trenches. I'm going to build these to protect myself from elephants because we saw how poorly I handled the elephants. I'm not going to like say I didn't make any mistakes in 2 videos ago. So, yep, don't need trenches and need these. Even gonna have these guys lay some of these over here. Now, I know this is good against cavalry, but is it good against elephants? That's the question. I can't really use my cannons either. I mean, I can maybe flank them around this side, but they have to be mobile enough so I can get them the hell out of there. Okay, we have our very heavy cavalry, our generals in the woods, and we are ready to go. I did predict them correctly, that they would be out here. I'm going to move my cannons here. Oh, some of our Cheshires Appiate. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I did say it, Cheshire Appiate. Cheshire? I wonder why it's so hard for some Americans. Like, I was talking with my friend today at breakfast, and she's taking Spanish and I'm taking German, and it's just hard for us to form the vowels and how to pronounce this stuff. Like I can read German. I mean, that's some of my strongest stuff on the quizzes and tests, the reading section, because I can understand what I'm reading mostly. You can kind of figure it out, but speaking it is much harder for me. I don't know, I kind of wonder, like, language is so fascinating. Like, you're speaking in another tongue. Like, how cool is that? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's weird I'm saying that, but it's really cool to me. Are those elephants? No, they're horsemen. Oh, will they duck on this? Because that would be amazing. Fire by rank. No, they're shifting up. Okay, so that's one of the weaknesses of that. What do these musketeers look like? They look almost, they look east. I don't know. So no need to set up fortifications here, I guess. Okay, they are focusing on my forward group here, so I'm gonna move up my forces. You can see they are jumping over these barriers, like they're not impossible. Are these guys all reloaded? Oh boy, we even have canister shot from this distance. Are they charging? If they were smart, they'd charge. Come on, canister shot. That burst volley though is pretty devastating. Okay, it's killing some of my guys, but not enough. I'm gonna pull these guys back. Get them out of the line of range here, the fire. If we can defeat this heavy infantry block before these guys come out of their fort. Oh boy, look at the elephants, the devastating general's bodyguard. Did my cavalry just massacre that unit? Completely, just like 100% dead. I guess it's kind of a version of a noob box. But it's not like a noob box, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like a V. Or it's like a, yeah, it's pretty much like a, kind of like a, V is probably the closest letter it is. Okay, I'm gonna bring these guys back. I am packing up my cannons. This is why I really do love the horse cannons. I'm gonna run these guys in front of my line and start taking some shots at hopefully some elephants or something. I don't really, I guess right here would be a good angle for these guys because they can shoot over my men's heads, I hope. Also, I do want to get my skirmishers back. I want to make sure all my men are pretty much behind the anti-elephant barricades. Now, if the elephants can just stomp over this would be kind of pointless. I'm really hoping they can't. Because it's certainly not helping to protect us from bullets. And we can't use fire by rank when we're next to this thing, so... See, our cannons are here. You bet our number one target, our primary target with these, are going to be the elephants. And there they are. They really can't touch me unless they go all the way around my lines, and then they'll be shot. So there's their general right here. Their greatest general. I guess he's their national leader also. I'd just love to see a cannonball rip through the elephants here. Very dangerous. I think the Indian war elephants are larger than the African war elephants. Oh, we got one of them. Got some more. They are starting to flank on this side, so I'm going to bring up my skirmishers. They're smart. They're approaching the square from this side. You know, I'm going to love to go take out that cannon. Where is it? Is it back here? Yeah. I'll bring my men around. Oh, we got him. He's dead. He's down. I did hurt the morale quite a bit. Okay, you know what that means. We can get out of these defenses now. I mean, obviously it's a positive thing that we're able to get the general, you know, dead. But being able to get out of those defenses now and not as aligned, you know, and kind of squished. Not as squished is pretty much as best I could say it. Have thinner lines with no real threat for the elephants because they only have a couple men left. Yeah, these guys. I think we're getting hit by our own cannonballs. Still 8 of these elephants left. It's like a stare off right now. I put these guys in regular formation, hoping to take advantage of the fact. Well, hopefully I want them to get rested. When they're in that, you know, when they're light infantry behavior, they do not rest because they're in formation. So even when they're idle, I mean, we're pretty, there's like no real need to do that. I had a feeling these guys might want to move in at some point. Ooh, that was like a canister shot. We're under attack. Fight back, my brave soldiers. By the way, that's what happens when you're unpopulous and you come against heavy French cavalry. Okay, we do have the elephants coming, but they've been shot like non-stop. I'm telling my unit specifically target this unit here, because if it gets through, I mean, it will. Come on, boys. You can see my men are getting a little carried away chasing off some of these Maratha soldiers. 24 pounder, that's a big gun. Okay, man, let's not get into like a big melee with these guys. A big shootout with these guys. I mean, a lot of them are just weak units, so might as well just go in. Stop this from firing. I hope it's not friendly fire on me. Anyway, as you can see, these musketeers really don't stand a chance against veteran French line infantry. I mean, my guys aren't super veteran because they're one of the newer armies, but these guys just have swords. Well, swords would actually be better in melee than a bayonet, but go in, my brave soldiers. Surrounded in melee, these guys will surely break and shatter. There's their foot artillery. I'm surprised some of these guys lasted this long. I mean, they had a big core of those guys. Don't let them get away. We don't want them to run away and like create more units. This is their only city though, so wow, look, these guys are all the way out here chasing these guys down. That was a fun heroic victory. I get a lot of heroic victories on this. Maybe it's because I didn't lose too many men. Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, yep, lost about 400, but I took over their capital pretty much, which is a big win for me. This is the other major like faction that I was going against. These guys really aren't happy with no army presence, so I'm gonna hop in there. I'm gonna give them a coaching in and delete that. Okay, this is their new capital, and it's very lightly defended, and might as well just take it over. I mean, there's no point in showing that battle against some lightly defended capital there, so. And I had militia in this. So we're also going to take over this capital. And once again, what's the capital of a foreign country, it often has extra resistance to occupation. How was Goldfield low yield? A new town has emerged in Hispaniola. I'm actually giving a decent amount of wealth to some of these islands, which is good. There's plenty of stuff I can upgrade, but I mean, there's no real point. There's not really a point in upgrading stuff right now, because the campaign's almost over. I mean, I'm expecting like another part or two. Maybe just one part, depending on how well this one goes. Yeah, because Bengal's pretty lightly defended also. So let's see, it's just me and these guys, and we're at negative 859. A little unhappy with my territorial expansion. Well, they pretty much lost. Wait a second. I said this whole army to go down there, not just this guy. Okay, good. Make sure everyone's retrained here. How's this area doing here? Let's bring these guys down also. Once the cities are relatively happy with the military gone, then I know we can move on. Most of them, when they're all Hindu, no religious strife, You can see religion is a unrest factor here also. I'm going to leave these guys here because they are currently keeping the peace. I also have this army just moving up as further reinforcements. So I'm going to destroy some of these buildings. But pretty much anything just to promote happiness. We do have a... Do we have a school here, by the way? Yeah, so we're getting rid of the school. It's kind of bad. People don't like the reforms, so they want to get rid of the school. You got to get rid of the school. Well, pretty much the clamor, I was looking about this, like, what the hell does clamor mean? Is that like an actual reformation or anything? No. It's just people wanting, they pretty much people want the reforms. You know, they see once you, the further these technologies you get, I guess we can fight this really quickly. The further the technology you go into, like, you learn about the rights of man, you have abolition of slavery, you want reform in your society and getting away from the monarchy. So the clamor for reform is really just, they want you to reform your government, and it usually goes away once you have a republic, or it usually significantly decreases once you have a republic. But they already tried to do that, and obviously it didn't work for my empire. You know, I'm not going to go to a French, you know, republic right now. Like, my King Louis XIV started this empire, and Isabel II is probably going to finish this empire. Oh, this is the fun army, guys. We have Gurkhas, and we have these awesome... These aren't 9th Regiment. These guys are the Royal Regiment. Oh, and we have the Swiss Guard. You guys are going right in the center of my line. Okay, so we're going to put these guys right here. They can just take some shots. Standard line infantry down, you know. Down the line. I do want Gurkhas. The English were originally fighting against the Gurkhas, but then they used them in World War II, and they're, because they're in the high mountains, like, they've increased, I wouldn't call it stamina, but they're very fit units, and they're proud of their military work, and they did a good job in World War II. So, like, the Gurkhas are a very good unit to have. They're a melee unit only, though, in Empire, which is a little disappointing, because I'm sure they picked up guns also, but they did humiliate the British. So here's what the Gurkhas look like, just so you guys might want to see. I'm not sure how many people show the Gurkhas, but those are the Gurkhas. Here's one of our Royal Duplex Pointes regiments. What is this regiment about, really? A Duke raised a regiment in the German Estates. Ah, cool. And then we have our legendary Swiss Guard. One of the best line units in Empire Total War. Look at those stats. 19 charge bonus, 18 melee attack, 22 defense, 64 reload skill, 70 range, and 59 accuracy. Compare that to a basic one, yeah. That's why they're leading the front. Oh, this is a bad topography I chose. When your men shoot in the dirt, that is not good. I do not mind moving up a little bit to get off of this mini hill. And I mean, those things are... Oh, we can even use the tree cover, even more brilliant. And Gurkhas can hide, which is really beneficial. Okay, so we have these guys here. Gonna pack up the artillery and move it up. I think I left too big a gap for my artillery there. I do want our Swiss Guards, you know, they came all the way from Switzerland to India. They obviously want to get some action. See some combat. Okay, let's... Come on, artillery. Let's move up. So you can see the fought a lot against these Bargri infantry. We're trying to get Bargra. Man, that's why I mispronounce stuff. Anyway, those guys got unloaded on... I do want to get my Gurkhas into some combat here. Okay, guys. Have our Swiss Guards started to unload yet? Fire! Come on, platoon fire. Okay, these guys are literally point blank in our lines. Go, my soldiers! Look at our commander of our Gurkhas here. They don't mind the new India. As you can see, once our artillery got set up and we're like that close to these guys. Oh, big mistake charging us. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna pull these guys back. Because these guys are in square. It gives them a boost to their military. But also, how are we doing on this flank, by the way? Yep, driving them off. Armed populace. Well, mainly because I want to see these guys get like point blank canister shotted in their little square. Oh, look at that! Just cut off the half of their square. Yeah, that was not their best idea. In front of the cannon to make a square. So yeah, Gurkhas did pretty well. They did lose a couple men, but they helped fight off. You know, these guys didn't take any casualties really because of that. I'm gonna send my general in, and I'm gonna limber up my cans so they don't shoot any of my pursuing troops, especially my Gurkhas. What unit is left? We do have some artillery left. And some cavalry. Some lancers wanna fight again. Now these guys there are lancers, so they're in melee. I'm just gonna throw ourselves into squares here and make them fully formed. That way they can't really do anything against us. Horses do not want to willingly charge into a square usually, so that's why they were so effective to fight off cavalry in this time period. In World War I, like, the cavalry notion still hadn't died yet. General Haig was very famous commander. I think he was at the Somme, but his whole idea was for, you know, to get through the German lines and make the war mobile again and have cavalry deeply penetrate, get behind the lines, attack the Germans pretty much. And cavalry just did not, you know, it's not like it's useless now. I don't, you know, we refer to like air cavalry now with airborne troops. Anyway, as you can see, we pretty much just massacred. These guys got destroyed. Oh, but they are shooting at us. Alright, here's the thing. I'll let the Gurkhas take on their cannons here, because they're their fellow countrymen. And we'll see the 24-pounder routes. Yep, it did. Yeah, when your Gurkhas get very tired, they are a lot weaker. Who else is still around? Yeah, I don't see any enemy units. There we go. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're about to end the part here. I'm trying to give the parts like 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, about 23, so yeah, it was worth showing that battle. I think you guys appreciated that. You guys see some Gurkhas, got to see the Swiss Guard. Let's go look at the Swiss Guard stats here. Lost 85 men and killed pretty much their full force. Gurkhas killed 76 people. Swiss Guard 66. So not too bad, Swiss Guard. Not too bad overall. Line infantry. Not too many kills because the enemy ran pretty fast. I love how the end turn phase is just like boom. Oh boy, we got mass production. Okay, let's go to our research really quickly. I still don't get, why can't I research this? Do I not have an engineering school? Oh, I don't. Duh. Okay, well, I'll fix that. 17 turns, 19 turns. Cambridge, can I upgrade you by any chance? I can, but London's not too happy. Why is London not too happy? They have a royal observatory. Giving you a pleasure gardens. Ah, maybe it's some of those factories. I don't know. Public servant has died in France. Who's our queen? Mary Anne the First. We've had 3 queens. It's pretty rare for a French campaign. Ooh. Okay, someone in government is pissing off people. There you go. Just goes to show you when you have a bad person. Come on, someone. There you go. Give me some, even if it's a little bonus, get me a bonus. Okay, that's why Europe was kind of mad. Wow, we have like insane prestige. So Europe was mad because that minister was gone. Why are these guys exempt? Need them paying taxes. Wow, they actually have a decent amount. Chechnya. They're paying taxes now. Yeah, you can't keep everyone really happy. Mostly it's just yellow face, like they'll tolerate you. And Britain doesn't want to pay taxes. How about India? India's mostly exempt from paying taxes, actually, which I'm okay with that. Because they're our newfound buddies. So did I take that city I was going after? Okay, let's take Bengal and then we'll end the part. Bengal, ton of armed populace, 3 cannons because they want to see me. They want to see me destroy those guys. I mean, we've just been like, they march to us and we just shoot them to pieces. Okay. There we go. We capture that now. So if I'm correct, I think in the next turn, or the next part, we should be able to finish off India. Like, we should be able to completely conquer the last province there.